At the photographic gallery, an exhibition titled The Longing of the Stranger Whose Path Has Been Broken is taking place from the 14th of September to the 12th of October. The exhibition documents a different idea through photography.
The idea of my exhibition is from my long-term project, The Longing of the Stranger Whose Path Has Been Broken. It is a project that I've been working on for almost 10 years now with the indigenous community of Sinai, the Bedouin community, specifically the Jabaliya tribe in St. Catharines. The project started out as a way for me to connect to my Bedouin ancestry by connecting with the existing Bedouin community whom I've been in connections with and in relationships with for the past 17 years. So we started off by learning what it means to be Bedouin in contemporary times, but by time, throughout these 10 years, the project developed to be more about the notion of belonging, what it means to belong, and the interconnectedness of people and land that shapes this notion. I'm a fourth generation diaspora from the Bedouin community, but I've only found out about my Bedouin ancestry when I was working on this project. A tribe elder was talking about the Dalil family, which means guide, and how they have left Sinai around 3 generations ago. So at first I wanted to use photography to tell a different narrative or a different story of the Bedouin community who have been misrepresented in the media before, seen as, quote unquote uncivilized or closed off or not modern. I think people, a lot of the times they miss the difference between being modern and being Western. So the idea of the project started off as a way to combat these stereotypes and show how modern this community is and how knowledgeable they are and the rich cultural history. And also, when I found out about my own ancestry, I wanted to learn what it means to be Bedouin. I'm gonna always be the stranger, hence the title, but I wanted to celebrate my ancestry. One of the things that I've done with the Bedouin community is I invited them to be part of the creative process. I didn't want to just use my photographs to tell the story. I wanted to invite their voices as well to be part of the narrative. And so I started to print photographs onto fabric, and the women of the community would add embroidery onto it. So their portraits, they have full control over it. They could hide their identity, they could celebrate it if they want. And so in that context, my favorite piece is the first piece I've made, and you will see it here in the exhibition. It's of Nadia. Our agreement was that I would take this photograph of her and print it on fabric, and she would hide her identity using embroidery. But when I got it back, I was surprised that she highlighted her profile. And when I asked her why, she said because she felt it's not about hiding identity anymore, it's about having control and power over your image. And so she decided to celebrate herself instead.
The exhibition merges different mediums. In addition to photographs, it showcases herbs, plants, and rock formations used by the Bedouin community, as well as a detailed map for their area. Also, visitors of the exhibition can hear Sulaiman's voice, a Bedouin community member, reciting his own poetry. This combination acts as a vessel that transports the audience to different worlds, creating new experiences for them while delivering the intended message in a simple manner.
What I think of this gallery is that I found it to be very authentic, very photos that come from the heart of Egypt. You don't see those pictures on the day-to-day. As someone who's living in Cairo, we live in a city that is overpopulated and cars and all that. And then you come and see something like this. It makes you see things you haven't seen in a while. Makes you miss the countryside. It makes you miss Upper Egypt and Sinai.
The pieces is marvelous. It's really amazing to come here and to see the different arts and the different perspective of the pictures. Like it represents different people with different background and where they came from, where they belong.
Other mediums, along with photography, together with a unique idea, can facilitate message conveyance and elevate the experience of the audience. Ghaida Hashish, AUCTV, Cairo.